Gurave Namaha. Mannatha Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Madatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gururagirnarischa Guru Paramadaivatam Guru Parakaram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Namaste. Welcome to all to the second session of the President's Day weekend retreat on Kaivalya Upanishad. In the last session, in the introductory session, we covered some ground, and what did we see? We saw these a few things. We saw how the we saw many things. Well, first thing we saw was that this there are two kinds of ignorances. One is ignorance centered around the I, Atma Ajnanam, and the other one is ignorance of the not I, Anatma Ajnanam. And we also saw how the Anatma Ajnanam, the not I ignorance, drops on its own without any effort. Because all you have to do is live in the world, and in the world, what do? We are in touch with what? The finite or the infinite? We are in touch with the finite all the time. Starting with our own body, finite, mind, finite, senses, finite, other bodies, finite, everything finite, finite, finite. And we learn to be somehow fine with the finite, even though we are not fine with the finite. And so the not I ignorance drops, the finite ignorance drops, and the ignorance of the I does not drop on its own. One has to choose. One has to choose to dispel this ajnana. This is what we have understood so far. This is what we have seen. And how to choose this, that is also there. And of course, the first thought that comes is, I will ask Chat AI. Maybe it will tell me what the Atma is. And then we also saw that while it may be fairly and surprisingly accurate about what is Atma, what is Vedanta, but it will just be the knowledge of another object, not the subject. That is what it will be. So even though I was, when I encountered the chatbot's definition of Vedanta, I was looking forward to early retirement, but thinking that, oh, this is doing all the jobs. I don't have to do anything anymore because people can learn Upanishad with chat AI. No, you cannot. Why? Because it treats it as one more body of knowledge, one more pursuit. And the world is full of what? Pursuits. And the pursuits are backed by fear and desire. Fear of survival and the desire to have more, 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 more. And in fact, the Coca-Cola advertisement in India is Dil mange more. The heart wants more. This is what it is. And so therefore the we saw how the pursuits, all the pursuits are divided into two categories. We saw that this in the earlier, the orientation talk yesterday night. The first one is survival based categories: food, shelter, clothing related pursuits. And even that's not easy, because what I want, somebody else is in the way. So I have to go shoo, and then try to get that thing which I want. And then the other kind of pursuits are, quote unquote, we might say optional pursuits, but really how optional they are, we know really. No, we cannot call them optional, because one is bound to both the kinds of pursuits. One is bound to the pursuit of the necessary things in the world. One is bound to the so-called optional things in the world. Also, one is bound. This is where we stopped yesterday. For me yesterday, for you yesterday, for me earlier today. And so this is where we stopped, is that the two kinds of pursuits, one looks to be optional, but it is not optional at all. It is very much bound by all kinds of desires, fears, insecurities, and sorrow. And at the end of the day, what is it that one wants? One wants to be free of all kinds of pursuits completely. One wants to be free of being a wanting person, because the pursuits and the desires that back them can get very quickly tiresome. One is exhausted. As soon as one desire is fulfilled, 100 others are raising their heads. Like Rakta Bija Asura, there is a mythical Asura, there is a Rakshasa, a demonic being in the Devi Mahatmya, in the annals of the goddess. And then there we see that she had to kill this demon. She had to kill this demonic being without spilling a single drop of his blood, because no sooner than one drop of blood was shed, 100 clones of this asura would, full grown adults, would just immediately manifest. This is obviously very symbolic. It's like no sooner than one desire is fulfilled, 100 other demonic desires completely stand up. And so therefore, the pursuit of the finite does not lead to the pursuit of the infinite. This is one takeaway from yesterday's talk. The pursuit of the finite leads not to the pursuit of the infinite. In fact, they have nothing to do with one another. You can't even call them parallel paths. They are divergent paths, which will never meet ever. They go in completely different directions. This is what is confirmed by the Kathopanishad. And so this Shreyas, which is the pursuit of dropping all pursuits, which is the pursuit of the self as free, whole, limitless. and the pursuit of all other pursuits, the two have nothing to do with one another. The pursuit to drop all pursuits and to understand myself as that which I seek, the infinite, is what is the only pursuit really. All other pursuits are what? Lead to perspiration. That's what they lead to a lot of ayasa, perspiration, exhaustion, because they are all dead end pursuits. And when there are enough dead end pursuits, what happens? One is deadened to life itself. This is why the Purushartha Nishchaya. Nishchaya means deciding what one really wants is an important thing in the spiritual quest, in one's spiritual growth. The emotional maturity makes one see that this pursuit of myself is unlike any other pursuit. In fact, it is the Kevala pursuit, Kaivalya. Kaivalya means moksha. And so this is exactly what the Kathopanishad says. Shreyas, the pursuit of myself, which is unlike any other pursuit in the whole wide world, and then the pursuit of objects, the pursuit of the subject, Shreyas, pursuit of objects, Preyas. But why is it called prayers? Because one is Preying, praying upon various things in life. Or maybe one is praying for various things. Nonetheless, those who go after prayers are really crying for help. What are they saying? Pray for us because we are in prayers. Please pray for us. This is what it is. So Shreyas and Prayas, the both of them approach the human being. The pursuit of the I, Atma, and the pursuit of Anatma, not I, both of them approach the human being. And in a way, it's a choiceless choice. If I say I'm not pursuing Anatma, then that means what? Choicelessly, I'm pursuing what? I, Atma. And if I say I'm not pursuing Atma, then choicelessly, I have gone to the realm, I have sold myself to the realm of the objects. The realm of the finite will always leave one wanting, because what one wants is really the infinite. Summarized in this one word, Kaivalya, which is the name of this Upanishad. We saw that as well in the earlier session. Kaivalya, not loneliness. What is the definition? Onlyness. Onlyness, where what matters is only the I, and the I is revealed to be one with everything else. So it's the only thing that is there. It's the only source of sentience. The I is the only source of knowledge, the only source of sentience, and the only source of limitlessness. This is the only source of that which is infinite. And so therefore it is the pursuit of the Atma is called Shreyas, the most exalted one, as the pursuit, as opposed to Preyas. Preyas means the pleasant. So the pleasant and the most exalted, the pleasant and the absolute, both of them approach the human being. The Kathopanishad says, Tau samparitya vivinakti dhiraha. And the person's responsibility here is to discriminate between the two. Anatma is loud. Anatma says, notice me, hello, I'm here. Here, what are you here for? Here to make you happy. Really? Yes. Just don't ask one question. What is that? For how long? 5 minutes will be the answer. Or maybe 5 days. That's about it. Until it breaks. That's what. And break it will, because it is finite. The pursuit of the finite is called preyas. the pleasant and the perfect, the pleasant and the absolute approach the human being. And both of them bind the human being in order to to pursue one of them. If you pursue one of them, you are not pursuing the other. Oh, why can't they? Why can't we all get along? Why can't I have a little bit of Shreyas and a little bit of Preyas? Doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. Just like you cannot say, I'm going to have, something, things completely different. I'm going to drink a little bit of poison and a little bit of antidote. Nobody says that. Nobody says that who is in their right mind. And so therefore, this has to be sorted out right at the start. And we will see in the Kaivalya Upanishad how the sage who approaches the teacher, he himself is a sage, and he approaches the teacher of Brahma Vidya in the form of Lord Prajapati, the Guru of the Devas, the Guru of the Guru of the Devas, and Brahmaji himself. And so therefore, the my sights should be set straight from trying to be one who has the catch and kill mentality, who wants to grab, who wants to just accumulate things, degrees, pedigrees, this, that, all kinds of things, thinking that I will somehow grow into Shreyas, I will collect Shreyas along with all other objects. It is a wrong idea. And in the process, I encounter obstacles. And what do I keep saying? Shoo to you too, shoo. So from this shoo, I have to what? Become a mumukshu. That's really what is at stake here. I have to become a mumukshu. What is a mumukshu? A mumukshu is the one that shoos away everything other than Shreyas. That is a mumukshu, who is totally turned within and who is pursuing the truth of the I, who is pursuing, whose only pursuit is to drop the the Atma ignorance. Anatma ignorance, you can keep dropping, it will always be there, because there are too many things in the world to reckon, and you can't really exhaust, you can't know Anatma fully, because you cannot exhaust all the names and forms. And so therefore, the pursuit here is something which is very, very wonderful. The pursuit here is turning towards myself, because it is not sadhya vastu. What is it? Siddha vastu. Siddha vastu. Siddha vastu means it is an already accomplished fact. Whether I like it or not, I am free. Oh, then why am I studying? Because I don't know. And if I don't know, we also saw this, I know myself wrongly. I'm an idiot, I'm a donkey, I'm a monkey. I don't have confidence. I don't know what to do. I don't have anywhere to go. Nobody cares about me. All these things come into play. And so therefore, the pursuit has to be very carefully delineated. And that is why, so that we are in line with the correct pursuit, we have Shanti mantras for every Upanishad. For every Veda, there is a Shanti mantra. And we have, for example, the Sahana Vavatu for the Krishna Yajur Veda. And that is the Veda of the Sannyasa tradition, our lineage. So we chant that, Sahana Vavatu. And then we have this mantra which we are chanting, Bhadram Karne Vishraniyam Devaha. This mantra is for what? Is for the Atharva Veda. Then the Rig Veda mantra, Rig Veda also has a Shanti mantra. Vang me manasi pratisthita. That is the Shanti mantra for the Rig Veda. And then we have the Shanti mantra for the Shukla Yajurveda. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. That is the Shanti mantra for the Shukla Yajurveda. Then we also have Shanti mantra for what else is left, the Samaveda. Samaveda, we have a Shanti mantra that is Apyayantu mamangani. Like that it goes. Vak pranas chakshushrotramado balamindriyani cha sarvani. This is the Shanti mantra for the Samaveda. So Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, and Yajurveda has two recensions. The black Yajurveda of the south and the white Yajurveda of the north. Just names, okay? You don't have to, say the black means what and why. Does it have a pejorative meaning? Nothing like that. It's just like that, just a name. The nomenclature, that's all. And so, therefore, the Shanti mantras are very, very, very important because they help to just focus. They help to shoo away all the other pursuits and just focus. Because what is at stake here is my freedom. That I am already free is a fact, but this fact is not known to me. And in order to know, I have to listen. And in order to listen, the obstacles for listening have to drop. And the Shanti mantra is there for dropping these obstacles. The Shanti mantra is there only for this purpose. And so this particular Shanti mantra, very beautiful. So Bhadram means auspicious. That which is auspicious, may I hear always. O Devas, I'm addressing the Devas. The person is addressing the Devas, all the Devas, and saying, O Devas, may I always listen to that which is auspicious. Meaning what? Meaning that everything I listen to, may it not be things like rumors, gossip, and what is that, berating somebody or the other all the time. Not not just being in alignment. That is all the, that is all here talked about. And so Bhadram means, may I listen to all that is always auspicious. Auspicious means, what is the most auspicious thing? The most auspicious thing is Brahma Vidya. That is, in fact, that is the prayer. May I listen to Brahma Vidya all the time. May I have the opportunity to listen to Brahma Vidya alone all the time, no other thing. And may I not really waste my time in other things. This is something which is very, very important. And so, Bhadram Karnebhihi, there is no word Karnebhihi. So, Karnaihi, we should say, we should change it to Karnaihi, along with the ears. With the help of the ears, the ears are the instrument for which understanding. With the help of the ears, may I what? May I only listen to that which is always auspicious. May I listen to that which is auspicious, and may I just completely be with that which is auspicious. Very beautiful. And similarly, Bhadram Pashyema Akshibhihi. So with the help of my eyes, in the same way, let me see only auspicious things. Don't let me see a theft, a murder, all kinds of horrible things which leave a terrible wound in the heart. The eyes are, here, and I just have to pick. If the eyes are open, I pick up things. I pick up all kinds of things. I pick up all kinds of things that there are to see, whether I like it or not. So may I see that which is always auspicious. May I not see anything that is not auspicious. This is very, very important. May I see something that is only auspicious. And then what? Then what is left? We have covered the eyes and the ears, and this is the upalakshana. Upalakshana means this is a kind of a symbolism for all the sense organs. Jnanendriyani. All the jnanendriyas, this is what is the thing. This is how it is. All the jnanendriyas, this is what it is. And so the eyes and the ears includes the nose and the tongue and everything. All the taste, sense of touch, taste, smell, they are all included. Then what is left? Karmendriyani. Karmendriyani means the organs of action. So what is the prayer for the organs of actions? So the organs of actions, I say, the sthiraihi angaihi tuštuvamsaha. Tuštuvamsaha tanubhihi. Sthirairhi angaihi tanubhihi tuštuvamsaha. Tuštuvamsaha means that, let us live a full life. A full life, what kind of a full life? Loda loda life with everything shaking? No, no. A full life with firm limbs, a firm step, correct balance, without, doddering here, teetering, tottering there. No, a wonderful life. Let me have. What are you going to do with this kind of a wonderful life? With this kind of a wonderful life, let this go in this full life of whatever is allotted to me with complete health. Let it go in the service of the Devas, offering praise. Tushtuvam saha, may we continue to praise. Tanubhihi, with our whole bodies, with firm limbs, and with proper muscles, everything. And the limbs have to be firm, because even to sit for Vedanta, even to pray, even to meditate, what do I need? I need to be able to have a proper skeletal framework. I need to have proper musculature. I need to have everything in place. So let us just spend our lives in prayer. This is the idea. Let us spend the life in prayer, Tuštuvamsaha, praising the Devas. Let us spend the life in prayer, because the prayer helps me to work up the emotional maturity for the purpose of this knowledge. And so let us go here and gain this ability to pray. And then Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Let Vyashema means let us be in service. Let us totally be in service, because nothing is in our control. We are not. Even our own body parts are not in our control. And so this is the prayer for the teacher and the students together. And so to bring in a certain kind of a connection, and so that one can appreciate what is being taught, and one can understand the need for this kind of a prayer. And then what it says is that after saying this, it says, let there be well-being for us. Naha, for us. So Naha means for us, let there be a fourth case, because it is the Naha follows the word Swasti. The word Swasti always takes the fourth case, and so Swasti means it's an indeclinable well-being, not just the absence of sickness, Swasti, but the presence of well-being in all ways. May I feel full and well, and may I be relatively happy, cheerful. This is what is called Swasti. So let there be Swasti from who? Indra. the king of heaven, let there be swasti from that source. So why do I need swasti from Indra? Because Indra is who? Indra is the Indra is the what is that? Indra is the king of heaven. Indra is the king of heaven. And so, why should I seek the grace of the king of heaven? Because, because he is very famous. He is Vriddhashravaha. Vriddhashravas. Vriddha means of great fame. Shravas means the one who's heard of him everywhere. So why should I seek blessings from Indra of great fame? Because Indra is of great fame. Why? Not because he's just the king of heaven, but because he has mastered Brahma Vidya. Indriyanam Raja Indra, the one who is the king, the lord of all the sense organs, showing a certain kind of mastery. There is a mastery of self organs, sense organs. Why? Because there is Atma Vidya. That is why I say, Swasti Naha, let there be well being, well wishes. Let me have well wishes for this pursuit from Indra, who is the god of strength, who is the presiding deity of our arms and shoulders. So, and this is important because while living in the world, we have to learn to shoulder our burdens without burdening our shoulders. This is what we need to do. And so, therefore, let us learn how to do this. Let us learn to make short shrift of whatever needs to be done with the blessings of Indra. Because we are doing this auspicious Brahma Vidya, and then this Brahma Indra is a constant feature in all the Upanishads. In the Kena Upanishad, he is a student. In the Chandogya Upanishad, 8th chapter, he is a student. Everywhere he is a student. And in the Chandogya Upanishad, in the 8th chapter, he stays he stays in the ashram of Prajapati for 106 years. Of course, this is Deva's years, okay, not human years. So 106 years. Why? Not because he failed Vedanta 101 and Vedanta 201. He failed and he had to repeat the class. That's why he was kept back. No. He was asked to stay as an example to all of us to show if Indra is staying in Prajapati's ashram for such a long time, that means there is something here. Such a famous person. Like if, roadside riffraff, somebody goes for Vedanta, takes to a life of Vedanta, becomes a brahmachari, nobody bothers. Wears white clothes, which ultimately become grayish yellow, okay, after a long-term course. Nobody cares. The one who is going around with grayish yellow dhoti, nobody cares. But if a celebrity, Taylor Swift, she is in the news these days a lot. So Taylor Swift attends Vedanta class. Oh, what is happening? OMG, there is a big furor. There's a huge thing. Taylor Swift is learning Vedanta. It is amazing. You write a book, eat, pray, love, and all these things. Nobody will read it. Not even your relatives will read it. Okay, but somebody famous writes this. Everybody reads it. So then somebody, even if they by mistake say the word Vedanta, they, like Julia Roberts and then all these people, and they say the word Vedanta, they say the word Hindu, everybody becomes very, very happy. So what is Taylor Swift right now is the swift one called Indra with the thunderbolt of the past. So therefore, let there be auspiciousness for me, for us. The teacher and the student pray together. Let there be auspiciousness for me from Indra. Indra is not ordinary. And so from Indra, so this grace is needed because Indra is the, as I said, the Bahu, the presiding deity of the Karmendriyas, the arms. And so the deity of the arms is what? Is the deity that presides over karma. So may my actions, all the actions that I do, may they lead me back to Vedanta. May they just fulfill the desire for Vedanta. And so, because let my actions be auspicious, so that they give me emotional growth, maturity, etc. So then the next blessing we ask for is from Pushan. Who is Pushan? It's a name of the sun. Pushan. So Pusha. See, all na ending, nakaranta shabdas in Sanskrit end in, when you decline them, end in a long a. Atman, Atma, Bhuman, Bhuma, Pushan, Pusha. So Pusha is the one who is the presiding deity of the sun, and it comes from the root verb push in the form of the nourisher. The sun can mean many things, Sun burns. You can't look at the sun with a naked eye. The sun has a burning presence, and the sun has other things. Sun is fire, sun destroys, sun does all kinds of mischief. But here, I'm not invoking the sun from all those angles. We are invoking the sun from the standpoint of the one who is an auspicious, nurturing presence. In the presence of the sun, the leaves make chlorophyll, and we eat those leaves and we are nourished. That kind of the sun. Because the one because of whom the rains are possible, because of whom the clouds form, and then the sun is responsible for the evaporation of water and the condensation of the clouds, and the clouds rain, and the rain comes down and then creates food. From food life comes, and from life what comes is the desire to study Vedanta. So Surya has many, many names. Sun has many, many names. Mitra and all this. Pushan is here. It's the one who is the nourisher. The sun is also the presiding deity of the eyes, which illumines the colors, which illumines the forms, etc. And so, with the grace of the sun, may the eyes be nourished to see only that which is relevant, so to see only that which is auspicious, as we had prayed earlier. Then the next one, we ask for blessings and a sense of well wishes and well-being from, is Garuda. Tarkshya. Who is Garuda? It's a vehicle, the mascot of Vishnu. Lord Vishnu's mascot is called Garuda. And this Garuda is very auspicious. As we know, in the form of Jatayu, he had defended Sita from being kidnapped. Was not ultimately successful, but gave up a big fight. But here, the Garuda is like an eagle, the eagle or the hawk, which with a huge wingspan, and then that flies very, very high in the sky. And the beauty of the eagle is that it is able to see the forest and also the trees. It has the double vision. It's able to see everything from far, and it's also able to hone in on a small little scurrying creature and swoop down and say, lunch, yippee. It's able to swoop down and then just, grab its lunch, even though it is so many miles away. It has wonderful vision. It has that kind of a laser vision. So may my vision be a dual vision like the Garuda. So what does the Garuda do? The Garuda takes in everything. And what is this everything? Paramarthika, the absolute. And then I'm able to swoop down and see what is needing to be done and do that. Vyavaharika. The absolute, the absolute order of the reality. I can fly. May I soar the skies may I soar the space, the akasha, the chidakasha, may I soar. And what kind of chidakasha? The chidakasha, which is the space of the self, which is that which is the only thing there is. May I be able to soar and abide in that space while at the same time effortlessly conducting vyavahara, transactions in the world of the everyday. This is what happens. This is the disconnect for us. I know Vedanta, but I know I'm Brahman, but, dot, dot, dot. But what? I don't behave like Brahman. That's what. That's the only problem. I know I'm Brahman, but I don't behave like Brahman. And so, therefore, here is an opportunity through prayer to see how, see, everything is a teacher. The bird in the sky is a teacher. The sun is a teacher here. Indra is a teacher. The rivers, which are our mothers, are also teachers. So here you see the bird flying and you see it swooping and you see it taking in everything. And then spontaneously the sages of yore had a prayer on their lips. May I have swasti, nourishing well wishes from Garuda. Why? Because the Garuda has this dual vision. And similarly, may my abidance in the Paramarthika not be disturbed by my interactions in the Vyavaharika. May I be able to soar like the eagle, but at the same time not lose sight of the prey. This is this is why I need the prayer of the Garuda, well wishes from the Garuda. Then there is another reason why we need well wishes from the Garuda, because the Garuda is called Arishtanemihi. Arishtanemihi means the one whose flight is not obstructed by anybody or anything. Who will obstruct? Such a big bird, all the other small birds will just scatter away. They will not be. They will not be hanging around. And so therefore, the Garuda of that does not lose sight of the destination, one, and then two, the Garuda that is unobstructed in flight. Not only does it have eyes on the destination, but then there are no obstacles, no distractions. It goes exactly where it is needing to go. Whereas most people with Vedanta, what? One step forward, two steps back. Cha, 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 cha. This is what it is. The eternal dance. Garuda is not like that. It sees, it just flies to that destination. So may I have that resolve. Therefore, may there be well wishes for us from Garuda. And so, and also, Lord Narayana rides the Garuda. So therefore, what? Brahman, the knowledge of oneself as Ishvara, is riding on the tongue of the teacher, like the Garuda. This knowledge is riding just like Narayana, Narasya Ayanam, the one who is the end of every quest of the person. This Lord Narayana is coming to us riding on the Garuda. Therefore, Ishvara comes riding on the words of the teacher. And just like there is no one dare obstruct the movement of the Garuda, let there be no obstruction from the mouth of the teacher to the ear of the students, so that all the listening can happen without obstructions. Then finally what? Swastinaha Brihaspatihi Dadhatu. Brihaspati means the teacher of the Devas, the presiding deity of the buddhi, the intellect. So the intellect must be kept sharp and prevalent, and then we should be, the teacher should be blessed by speech, and the student should be blessed by good listening. And so may Brihaspati, who symbolizes both, bless the teacher and the student for the easy assimilation of whatever is taught. Because you see, this is a very big thing. Therefore, we need the grace of the entire body, the mind, the senses. the serenity, the tranquility of the mind, all the things are needed. And so then that is why it's a very beautiful and elaborate prayer. And then what? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 3 times the word Shanti is repeated. Why? Somebody said at an interfaith meeting, I heard somebody say, that's because the Vedic people had a lot of free time. The Vedic people had a lot of free time. That's why they kept saying Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. No. You have a lot of free time. That's why you're imagining all this. Okay? It's not about the Vedic people having a lot of free time. Something, whatever people think you can't, whatever one thinks, one says, that is not correct. And here, very clearly, in all of Adi Shankara's Bhashyas, the Tika, it talks about the repetition of the word Shanti, Trihi Varam. Why? Because 3 times, because it is to ward off obstacles from 3 sources. Obstacles come from many sources, but then they are classified into 3. What are they? Adhidaivika, forces centered on the devas. Devanam adhikritya tishtati adhidaivikam. So forces centered on the devas, meaning I have no control over that. Suddenly earthquake, suddenly some kind of forest fire, tsunami, I have no control. Forces centered on the devas, let there be no obstacles from there. Shanti means let there be peace from that source. No obstacles, total absence of obstruction from that source. Then what? Adhi bhautika. Bhutanam, adhikritya tishtati. And so the bhuta is what? The elements and elementals. My surroundings. May my surroundings be free of all kinds of obstacles. Surroundings, obstacles from the surroundings means what? Exactly that. So I am on Zoom, I'm enjoying listening to the lectures connected to the President's Day weekend retreat. And then, of course, being a human being, the mind goes here, the eyes goes there, and then I look who else is on Zoom. Why is this idiot on Zoom? If this person is taking the class, then I will not take this class. Why is this person there? This person doesn't even deserve to study Vedanta. I am not going to come if this person comes. What is this? Really? What is this drama? Ayo Rama, what is this drama? And this is exactly, unfortunately, that happens. And it happens so many times. And then so by the time I have come out of this conundrum, Tattvamasi teaching has come and gone, and I have missed the whole thing because I was obsessed with who else is not on Zoom or who is on Zoom. Sometimes the Adi Bhautika obstacle takes on other forms, and the person is sitting there thinking about the spouse that is not there. And they say, this really, my wife should have been there to listen to it. My husband should have been there to listen to it. This is for him. This is for her. This is for the spouse. And then what? The person misses what is told. This is what is called Adi Bhautika Vignani. And then finally what? Adhyatmika. And then, the Adhyatmika means Atmanam Adhikritya Tishtati. And Atma, that which is centered on the I. In fact, the other 2 are just a little eye wash so that I don't feel guilty. That's all it is. All that there is this one alone. All that is there is Adhyatma. Adhyatmika Vignani, the obstacles which are coming from the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind. That is what one has to mind, really. If they are taken care of, even if there is a tsunami, I am able to deal with it objectively. Even if there is a pain, if there is sorrow, I'm able to deal with it objectively. But then the subjectivity, when it comes, that is when my thinking is vitiated. I'm no longer able to be impartial. And so therefore, the last Shanti is for the distractions coming, in the form of raga, dvesha, worries, anxieties, fears, and sorrows coming centered on the I, which can stop very much the assimilation of the teaching. And so therefore, the Shanti, 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 3 times really just clinches it, so that we develop a personality, we cultivate a personality that is tranquil, that is emotionally mature, and that is fit to listen to the teachings. That is what we want. We want for that clarity to come. The person must be available. The person must be available. And when the person is available, then only the teaching can happen. And so, with this opening prayer, let us go to the text. Let me see if I can share the text. Funny things are happening in Zoom. There is some problem, and so let us see if it will allow the sharing of the text. Are you able to see this? Yes? Very good. I'll make it. I'll make it bigger so that it will be easy. This we have all seen. Brihaspati bless us, Garuda bless us. Okay, so here we go. You can just repeat to yourself after me. Om Ashvalayanaha. Om Ashvalayanaha. Bhagavantam Parameshtinam Upasametya Uvacha Adhihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtham Sada Sadbhihi Sevyamanam Nigudham. Yaya, it's not yatha, it is yaya. Okay, this should be a ya, not a tha. There is a little typo here. Yaya chirat, sarva papam vyapohya, parat param purusham, Yati vidvan. We'll stop here for the time being because that's one particular section. And so we will see what that says. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very beautiful, what is the word for it? The beautiful way of the opening to the Upanishad. The Upanishad, as we saw, the word shadl, we saw a little bit in the earlier session. What did we see? The word shadl has the sense of visharana. Visharana means that which loosens. So loosening. Visharana gati. Gati means leading. And then finally avasadana. Avasadana means completely destroying. So, Visharana Gati Avasadanam. So, it loosens the hold of Anatma. It loosens my penchant for dealing with myself as a finite being, of attaching to the notions of finitude. It loosens the wrong notions. Does it just loosen? No, no, no. It doesn't just loosen. It takes them away completely. Visharati. Visharati means takes them away completely. Takes them away. And then when it takes them away, then what does it do? When it takes me away from them, then it takes me to, Upanishad takes me to Brahman, the truth of myself as free of uh, sorrow and fear. This is what is, this is exactly the uh, setup here. It takes me to a place of sorrow, no sorrow and no fear. And so here what is said is that this Upanishad has a name, Kaivalya Upanishad. The name is again arbitrary. The word Kaivalya comes there, and then so it is Kaivalya Upanishad. And sometimes the Upanishad is named after the first word. Ke neshitam preshitam patati manaha. Ke na Upanishad. Ishavasya sarvam. Isha Upanishad. Ishavasya Upanishad. Very simple. And so we have the names based on the first word sometimes, and we have the names based on other things sometimes. And so this is the Upanishad. And the word Shadl, we saw, means three things. And then the Upa and Ni are prefixes. And what do the prefixes do? The prefixes, Upa means that which is the nearest. How does it take away samsara? How does the Upanishad take away what I don't want? By bringing that which is the nearest, which is myself. Bringing me to that which is the nearest. And then what does it do? It Ni means nishchayena, definitely, by the self-knowledge, by imparting the self-knowledge, it takes away samsara. Samsara means what? Some sorrow or the other. That is what samsara is. We have seen the definition. And so it removes the sorrow completely. Very beautiful. This is what is called Kaivalya Upanishad. And so it starts with Om, the sound of auspiciousness, sound of Bhagavan. We'll just see the translation, and in the next session, we'll see the meaning properly and unfold it. Okay. So, Atha means after, thereafter. After what? After breakfast, after lunch, after dinner. Thereafter means what? Thereafter means after a lot of vichara, enquiry. We'll see what kind of enquiry. For now, we just understand Atha means thereafter. Ashvalayanaha, the name of a sage. Name of a sage, and the one who is already a sage, meaning he has had plenty of time to revel in the enquiry of the self. He is a thoughtful, introspective person and has withdrawn from the pursuit of anatma and never-ending dead ends. He has given that up in order to have to cultivate more of a serene pursuit of Brahma Vidya. And then what did he do? Upasametya, having approached, having come close, upasametya, having approached nicely, properly, we'll see all that. And having approached whom? Who will he approach? Not a donkey, but a teacher, obviously. And so, having approached who? The Lord Brahma, Parameshti means the most exalted one, the eldest of everyone, Pitamaha, the grandsire of the universe, Bhagavantam, who is in the form of Bhagavan. Upasametya, having approached, what did he do? Uvacha, he said. What did he say? Adhihi. Adhihi means adhi plus in gatau is the second conjugation to go. but really here it means to teach, plus lot is the ending here. And then so meaning it's like a command. He commands the teacher, teach me now. Teach me what? Brahma Vidyam. Hey Bhagavan, teach me, O Lord, O Bhagavan, you are Bhagavan yourself. Teach me about how I am also Bhagavan. Brahma Vidyam, teach me this Brahma Vidya. What kind of Brahma Vidya? Varishtha. Varishtha Brahma Vidya. Varishtham Brahma Vidyam Adhihi. Teach me this Brahma Vidya that is the most exalted. And then that which is what? Sada, which is always Sevyamanam, which is always indulged in. By who? Teach me that which is always indulged in. By who? Sadbhihi. Sadbhihi means the people who are wise, people who have made the correct choice, the people who revel in Sat, which is the truth of the self. So teach me that, which is, why do I need to learn this? Because it is nigudha. It is hidden. Hidden from whom? Myself. I don't see it. I don't know how to pursue it. So please teach me this Brahma Vidya, which is hidden from me, which I don't understand, which is there. See how much he already knows. We'll see all this in the next session. Yaya, Yaya means by which Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya is feminine, so therefore Yaya. Achirat, you see there is a avagraha here, there is a elision here. This S shape is an elision. So there is a there, not Chirat. Chirat means after a long time. So nobody will come to this Vidya if I'm going to get it after a long time. Yaya, Achirat, very quickly, having lost all the papas, having lost all the sense of what is that, omissions, commissions, everything, all the papas are gone, all the fears are gone, all the difficulties are gone. And then what happens? One becomes a knowledgeable person, Vidwan. What does he or she gain? Yati, gains, goes to what? Parat Param Purusham, gains the Purusha as the truth of oneself. Who is this Purusha? Name for Ishvara. So Parat Paraha means that which is beyond Maya, that which is even the wielder of Maya, the one who doesn't succumb to the Maya, the world of variegated names and forms, and the one who is able to just connect to Ishvara as the truth of oneself, the one who is one with Ishvara. That is what I really want. Will you please teach me this Vidya? This is what sage Ashvalayana says. And how does Prajapati Brahmaji responds? We will see in the next session about 25 minutes from now. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.